and welcome to our webinar today, talking obviously about ISO, and it's more than just a badge. And we're going to take you through various aspects, talking about the different types out there and all the other aspects around and about it as well. So welcome to all of you that joined us. I can see the numbers rising as we are just talking here, so that's fantastic, and welcome to those of you that have just got logged on. My name is Flora Neville. I may well have met you in the past, and we've also got Ricky as well, so I'll just let you introduce yourself, Ricky.
Right, so hello everybody. Yeah, my name's Ricky Niner. I'm a senior consultant. So I spend 2 days a week supporting our 60 plus consultants that are out in the field. And then I spend 3 days a week consulting and auditing the 9, 14 and 45 standards.
Brilliant. Thank you very much, and thank you for joining us today. Everybody, just a quick little bit of housekeeping before we get started. Your videos and your mics and everything are turned off, so please do interact with us though. We are more than happy to take questions or queries, whatever else. So you'll see there's the section where you can ask a question, so just put any questions at all in there. That comes directly to us, and I'll monitor that as we're going through as well. We won't take all the questions just as we go, just purely from a time point of view, just so we don't get bogged down too heavily in one area. But we do have time at the end to do questions, so please feel free to put anything in there at any stage, and I will keep abreast of that and ask them at the end. It means everybody benefits from the question and the answer as well. And please don't be shy. No question is a silly question. I can guarantee if you're thinking it, somebody else is thinking it as well, so please do ask away. And we don't give you the slides as such, but what we can give you is at the follow-up point, we can get a copy of the recording to you. So that's a question we always get asked, so I'll just clear that up right now. So yeah, we can give you a copy of the recording at the follow-up, and I'll explain that a wee bit more just at the end to make sure that you've got that as well. So that's perfect. But as I say, any questions at all, don't hesitate to just pop them in there, and we'll pick them up along the way, and I'll keep a wee eye on that as we're going through as well. Okay, so who are we? Just so I know we've got some clients on here today. I know we've got some people on here who are familiar with us, but for those of you that are not, we provide complete support. So everything that you need to achieve and maintain your ISO certification. We've got over 60 consultants nationwide, and we've been doing this for over 30 years, so kind of know what we're doing with it. 30,000 plus management systems have been implemented, and it is a management system for your business. So it's tailored around about what your needs are, because everybody has slightly different needs, has a different business. So it's about getting that right for you is the key thing. We're going to talk today, firstly go through some of the basics, what is an ISO, the business benefits, external advantages available, and then more details on each of the standards as well. And as I said, we've got the opportunity at the end to have a Q&A, so feel free to have input into that as well, guys. So that would be fantastic. Before we launch into the depths of it all, just a quick thing for you, a quick question for you, and if you could click on just either A, B or C there. So how familiar are you with the benefits of the ISO certification? So A, very familiar, B, somewhat, C, your knowledge is limited, or D, no knowledge. And again, no test, no assessment, no judgment here, just be honest. It's good for us just to get an appreciation of, where everybody's at with it, because I know everybody will be at a different stage, or, might be very new to you or whatever. So please do just pop that in there, because we're interested just to know where you're kind of at. And that would be really helpful. So, yep, just click on A, B, C or D there. That would be brilliant, guys. Thank you. Okay, I can see a number of you done that, so that's brilliant. So, okay, we've got a kind of mix there. So 23.5% of no knowledge, 35 limited, 29 somewhat familiar, and 11% you're very familiar. So a real spread there. So that's grand. We will go through and hopefully, give you more knowledge, impart that knowledge with you about what you need the benefits of it, etc., etc. So we will be doing that with you. Okay, I'm now going to hand you over to Ricky, who's going to take you through. And as remember, guys, just pop in any questions that come into your head. Just pop them in the box there, and I will keep a wee eye on them as we go as well. So over to you. Thanks, Ricky.
Okay, thank you very much. Hi everybody. So ISO in a nutshell. So the ISOs create a structure, facilitate better decision making, and bring your team together to drive improvement, with one main goal: to describe the best way of doing something. So the standards, when we talk about the 9 quality, 14 environmental, 45 health and safety, they're the 3 main standards. Each of those standards have what we call fundamental principles. Okay, so for the 9001, for example, we have the engagement of people. So we need to make sure that our staff are engaged with what we're doing. The 9001 particularly talks about customer focus. So we need to make sure that we're focusing on what our customers want, their needs and expectations. Also from a senior management team is about that leadership. Not only is it implemented, but the leaders within there show that leadership. We have a process approach. So what we're doing, we're basing our management system on our processes and how we approach that. And in section 10, we talk about continual improvement. So the aim, or one of the aims of the management system, is to continually improve our processes, our procedures, and how we're communicating both internally and externally. Also looking at a factual approach to decision making. And making sure that we're not guessing, we're looking at facts, we're looking at data. And then finally, our relationship management, both with our staff and with our internal and external customers, and what we call interested parties. So any person or organisation that has an interest in your business, and getting that relationship built up. So we use those principles then, and we also use those as part of our interrelated parts of our business to achieve our objectives. So you may have something like an objectives register that define your objectives, that follow the strategic direction of the business. Again, when we talk about these things, we help you through all these things that I'm talking about. We will help you with that should you go down the route of implementing the management system. The complexity of the system depends upon your organisation. So startups may have similar objectives to larger organisations, but there'll be less extensive documentation and control. So it's how we document that information. We also need to remember as well, if it's not documented, it never happened. So very often when we go to consultancies and I ask the question, what do you do with this and how do you document it? And they say, yeah, but this is what we do, but we don't document it. So we need to make sure that we're documenting what we're doing, and we help you put that process sort of in place. Okay. And by following the repeatable steps defined by your ISOs, your business will be better equipped to achieve its goals and commitment to the continuous cycle of self-evaluation, correction, and improvement. So again, you'll see that continual improvement being mentioned quite a lot. With a firm base in place, your business will be better equipped to grow, adapt, and improve performance. So again, what we're trying to do here is get all our documents in place to help move the business forward. Our ISO journey, so it is a journey, not a destination. So often people say the easy part is getting your certification. The hard part is maintaining it. So, we help you through that process of obtaining and to a certain extent maintaining your management system. So it creates a structure to help you manage your business processes, allows you to understand and evaluate your organization's footprint. So how things will be done, what you need, looking at trends. We do that through, sometimes we look at sort of SWOT analysis. We'll talk about that a little bit later. And any sort of current or historical learning and improvements. Also brings your team together to empower them. And a good management system has been communicated from the top of the business to the bottom, so everybody is aware of that. So if everybody is aware of the management system, you can develop the managers and help people to get involved in implementing the management system. So it's not implemented just by senior management, it's also implemented and maintained by staff as well. Highlights the importance of roles and responsibilities and staff interaction, and enhance employee understanding of the business processes and the importance of those across the business. Again, we'll talk about that a little bit in a short while. So popular ISOs, the 9001, which is quality, 14001 environmental, 27001 information security, and 45,000 is your health and safety. We often get asked about whether you have to do those individually or whether you can do them integrated, and you can do them integrated. So for example, if you did the 9,000 quality and the 14,000 environmental together, that would then be called an IMS, an integrated management system. And then you will integrate those into your business as an integrated management system. Again, we take you through that process, and you can have several integrated management systems within your management system. So the 14,001 is designed to help businesses reduce their environmental impact and showcase their commitment to the environment and sustainability. So we talk in here a lot about environmental aspects and how those, what the impacts of the business are against those aspects. And we have documentation that we can help you create and that you can maintain. The 9001 quality is designed to help businesses meet the needs of customers by creating a framework to ensure consistent quality in goods or services. Our 27001 is designed to help businesses establish the processes needed to keep their information assets secure and protect them from cyber threats. That's becoming a lot more relevant at the moment. And then 45,001 health and safety is designed to help businesses establish the processes to help staff keep staff safe and healthy, to identify potential occupational health and safety risks, and to ensure the workplace remains legally compliant. And again, the 45,001 talks quite a bit about emergency preparedness, how you're looking at that preparedness from a health and safety point of view. Just a note, we've mentioned those standards, but there is a new standard that has recently come out, which may be relevant to some of you, and that's the 42,001, which is starting to look at artificial intelligence. So it's designed to help organisations manage the risks, responsibilities and opportunities of using the artificial intelligence. It's the first international standard for AI and sets a clear framework for your ethical, transparent and compliant AI use. So I know we've as a business have embraced the AI culture, and we're doing a lot of work on that at the moment. And what it covers is the risk management and accountability in AI systems, the governance, oversight and decision making transparency, your data quality, security and privacy protections, and alignment with legal and ethical obligations. So tools for your business. So getting to know your business. So the ISO encourages you to really get to know your business and its inner workings. We do that through our processes. So we with you at a consultancy stage would help you create those processes, and these would be the processes that you would then communicate through your business. Familiarity with your business processes will highlight the weaknesses and areas for improvement, enabling you to develop your business internal practices. And we mentioned in there a little bit about the weaknesses. What we try and do then is turn those into positives. The key areas in which this can make a difference include your productivity, efficiency, customer satisfaction, reliance and adaptability, and also your internal audits and management review. Again, we'll talk a little bit about that as we go a little bit further. Okay. Carrying on, talk about the productivity and efficiency. So the ISO helps your business to improve structures and focus by implementing a system of processes that control your aspects of your operation. Creating these processes helps you to enable to identify areas that could be more efficient. So we do a little bit of work on that. Depending on which ISOs you have implemented, you'll be looking at like who is responsible for what each stage of the process is, how will each process perform, and identifying the opportunities for improvement. Again, I've mentioned that opportunities for improvement a few times. Again, productivity and efficiency. So a system of processes also means everyone can build the business and procedures and follow with their roles and responsibilities clearly mapped out. So your organisation should have job descriptions, for example, and those job descriptions should be filed. You should have probably an organogram, family tree, something like that, that will also show those roles and responsibility. And the reason for these processes is so that we can sort of enable the team to work as a whole and removes any possible duplication for greater efficiency. So that repeatability is really good. This means that the business has a set process and can follow it. So when we do our internal audits, we basically look at your processes and then audit you on those processes. And so we need to make sure that what is actually being done is reflected within those processes. And that reduces the risks of errors, maintaining a high level of service and production for lower costs and greater efficiency. Talk a little bit about the plan, do, check, act cycle, so the Deming cycle. So I'm pretty sure everybody in this meeting will be doing that plan, do, check, act cycle on an ongoing basis, even if it's subconsciously. So you have orders come in, you produce purchase orders, quotes, all that sort of stuff. You conduct your activities, you check your activities are being done, you create invoices, you're checking that everything's been done correctly. That's pretty much what you're doing within that Deming cycle. And we also talk about monitoring of those processes from end to end. Means that you can spot slip-ups known as non-conformities. So what we try to do here is we look at these non-conformities, and non-conformities sounds like a very negative word, but what we try to do is turn those into positives by dealing with those actions and putting some root cause analysis in place to either reduce or eliminate those those non-conformities from happening again. So non-conformities are things that deviate from expectations, such as a missed delivery deadline, poor customer feedback, or a faulty service. By spotting non-conformity, your business can deal with it quickly, implementing corrective actions. This can stop your customers from receiving a lower quality product or service. When you're looking at that sort of root cause analysis, one of the more straightforward ways to look at it is what we call the 5 whys. So you basically have your non-conformity, you basically ask the why question to what went wrong, and you keep asking that why question until there's no whys left. And then you will finish that with a how. How can we stop or eliminate or reduce that from happening again? So that's sort of a straightforward root cause analysis to look at when we're looking at non-conformity. Again, productivity and efficiency. So also encourage you to find permanent solutions, as I've just mentioned. Solutions are based on factual investigations backed up by evidence and clear documentation. This creates a problem-solving and improvement culture within your business. Internal audits and management reviews are also key parts of the ISO, and they also contribute towards this culture. So again, when you're doing your internal audits, if there's a process deviation between what you have in your document and what people are doing, then you would raise that as a non-conformity and deal with those non-conformities. And what you would typically do is you'd undertake an internal audit of each of your processes, probably annually, and your management reviews can be done depending on what you decide as a business. A lot of organisations do a management review at the beginning of this process, and then either every 6 or 12 months thereafter. Again, cost saving again with the 14,000 as well as the other standards. We need to accurately report our documentation to keep track of our business processes. Accurately record keeping can help you to identify areas for cost saving. Again, we talked about that. If it's not documented, it never happens. And also have full knowledge of what you use, what you waste, what things are worth, and the efficiency of each process. And then obviously on the right hand side there, you can just see an example with regards to scrap metal, with regards to how much is there, what do we do with it, can we get some money back from that, and could it be reduced or reused rather than creating that waste. Using up-to-date records to answer these questions can reveal areas in which you could save money, earn money for recycling, or be more environmentally conscious. So yeah. Now the customer satisfaction. So we want to make sure our customers are happy, and we need to make sure that we're documenting, getting feedback, and actioning feedback, whether positive or negative, from our customers. So greater efficiency, problem solving, and monitoring will help you to deliver a consistent quality of service that meets the customer's needs. I also encourage you to monitor your processes, outputs, and customer feedback with clear, structured processes and reviews that show how each step in the process contributes towards the end result. I mean, when we talk about customer feedback, a lot of customers do different things. You can send 50 forms out and only get 3 back. Some people can find gaining customer feedback frustrating. Again, if you were to go down the route, we would help you to sort of decide which way to look at that. And that helps you understand the customer's needs and organize your business so that you can meet the specific requirements and more easily recognise opportunities for further improvement. And again, there's just there at the bottom of the screen, ISO 9001 has helped us deliver our services by listening more to clients and their needs. And then on the right-hand side, you can just see the cycle of helping you with the customer satisfaction, which sort of looking at defined targets, understanding customer needs, align your processes to the customer needs, because you may have processes in place, but they're not really going to help the customer. You may need to just look at that again. Engage your team through leadership, as I mentioned, through the principles earlier. You're measuring your results based on data and implement key improvements. Okay, so resilience and adaptability. Some of you may be aware of a SWOT analysis. So ISO standards encourages businesses to adapt a risk-based approach. Identifying, analysing and mitigating risks to the business are a key component in a robust management system. This makes your business more proactive and preventative against action automatic. This approach also identifies opportunities for improvement. So basically, as an organisation, you may have something like a SWOT analysis, looks at your strengths and weaknesses. So your strengths and weaknesses are internal, your opportunities and threats are external. And what you will do from this is you look objectively at your business strengths, weakness, opportunities and threats. And then you may then start looking at those issues. So you may feed some of these strengths, weaknesses, opportunities and threats into your objectives register, for example. And then you will try to reduce your weaknesses through some objectives. And then again, you would then go back to your SWOT analysis, remove those weaknesses and replace them with some others. So it's a bit of a cycle between your SWOT analysis and your objectives register to make sure that you're driving the business forward. And again, communication. We're communicating to everybody what we're trying to achieve. So internal audits and management review, these are integral parts of the management system. So an internal audit is a scheduled check of the processes in a management system. It checks that they are being followed correctly, are fully implemented and are being effectively maintained. So you will undertake internal audits of your management system, and we will audit you on an annual basis. You will also need to make sure you have an internal audit program, and your internal audit program will basically, what it says on the tin, it will be a program that shows the planned dates of your audits within the audit cycle. And then management review. So a management review is a structured meeting held at least once a year, as I mentioned earlier, that reviews and evaluates your management system. It checks that it still meets your business needs and keeps senior management up to date. Again, we have a management review template aligned to the standards, and in there you and the senior management team, you will be open and honest, and you'll document where you may be falling a bit behind, and looking at that management review as a whole of your management system. Just to reiterate here, the management review is of your management system and not of your business. So a management review is looking at your management system. Okay, I can see that Victoria's put a question in there. Can we have these slides, please? You will be contacted after today. I think Flora's just about to drop in and maybe to say something on that.
Yeah, no, it was just to say that, Victoria, you can get the recording afterwards, and I'll let you know at the end how we can get that arranged for you, no problem at all.
All good, all good. So that's internal audit and management review. And then just talking about the benefits. So again, we get a high number of people that undertake these to help them with tenders to get ahead and to show basically that they're following an international standard. So an ISO can give you competitive edge. A certificate can help you to pre-qualify for tenders. This is because you provide evidence that meets international standards and best practices, and you have had this verified by a third party. They help to demonstrate that your business has what it takes to deal with larger and more complex business opportunities, thanks to the Plan, Do, Check, Act cycle. And then questions in a tender may also become easier to answer because you have the right documentation and evidence at your fingertips. That's really important, that last one, because if you're maintaining your management system and somebody asks you a question with regards to a tender, you're more likely to have that information to hand. Continue with the external benefits. So market your success. So an ISO is an instantly recognised badge of the best practice. Using certification marks in your marketing can attract new customers, and they can build your reputation as a company and give new and existing clients confidence in what you do. Again, once you've got your certification, you'd be issued with a downloadable PDF, which you can then add to your email signatures. You need to read some documents on what you can and can't do with those. You also receive what we call a HTML code, which will then help you. You can then put that on your website. So when people go onto your website and see that you've got the certification, it will actually open your certificate so they can see not only that you've put it there, but that it's valid. Okay. The 9001 quality management standard designed to help businesses put customer satisfaction first, giving you the following benefits. So increased efficiency, faster identification and resolution of issues, improved employee morale and engagement, a right first time attitude, and as we've mentioned, continual improvement. From an external point of view, it improves your relationship with suppliers and customers. You get higher customer satisfaction, and it's proof to prospective or new businesses that you can provide consistent, reliable and fit for purpose products and services. 14,001 environmental. So you're working to reducing your environmental impact, as I mentioned earlier. That will be through your aspects and impacts, boosting your green credentials and managing waste more efficiently. Again, from an internal point of view, there's maybe cost savings due to better resource, waste and energy management, improved efficiency, create a framework to demonstrate legislative compliance, and again, continual improvement. From an external point of view, boosted reputation and confidence in what you do and how you do it. Proof that you have a forward-thinking, environmentally aware business and demonstrates commitment to the environmental performance. And the 45,001 is your health and safety. And again, it creates a framework to demonstrate legislative and regulatory compliance, culture of health and safety within the business, robust risk management and continual improvement. And from an external point of view, customer confidence in your commitment to health and safety and increased trust between you and your customer. So I think, if I'm right, that is just coming up to the last one, which is the 27,001. So this is the information security, and again, a lot of clients are moving over to gain this one as well. So this puts information security at the heart of your business, creating a culture of security that provides reassurance to customers and stakeholders, and benefits includes the framework to demonstrate your legislative and regulatory compliance, security within your business, both physical and data-driven, robust risk management and continual improvement. And from an external point of view, it's got customer confidence in your security of your information and the security of your business, and increased trust between you and the customer. So I know there's a lot to take in there. So yeah, feel free to drop some questions in, and we'll drop back onto those very shortly. So I will hand back over to you, if that's okay.
Fantastic, thank you very much. Yeah, like you say, a lot of information there, and I think probably this the 27,001 right now, with everything that's going on in various businesses like Marks and Spencers and all the rest of it, just highlights the importance of stuff like that, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
Really, it does. So yeah, I'm sure you've got many a question, so feel free to pop them in there, guys. More than happy. I've got a few that have come to me already, so we'll go through them in a second. Oh, Simon's saying, I've just deleted the slide window. Is there any way to get it back? Yeah, I think if you click on, you've probably there's a little box with an arrow going in from the right hand side. You'll probably see, if you click on that, it should bring up your slides back up again, Simon. Hopefully that should do the job. Okay, so back to the question I asked you just at the beginning, or thinking about, you know, what is the primary reason your organisation pursued or is looking towards ISO certification? Again, if you can just answer A, B, C or D, so A being market advantage, B being customer requirement, C improving your business performance, and D brand reputation. So we're interested just to know, you know, what is your kind of driver behind it, what is your reason behind getting your certification. Then we'd be delighted to, if you want to share that with us, we're interested to know. Because everybody does obviously have a different motivation as well, so it does make a difference between obviously different businesses again. So, okay, so customer requirement and improving business performance are the highest ones there. So that's interesting. Okay, great. Now, just to tell you then a wee bit more detail, so why citation ISO certification? The consultancy is built in, so we have expertise in-house who, you know, and you have access to these people who will take you through every step of the way. We create a management system that works for your business. It saves you time and money. We do keep it simple. You know, we try not to overcomplicate things that don't need to be overly complicated. And it is a straightforward process that can help you gain certification in as little as 45 days. And, you know, that is possible. A lot of them are a wee bit longer, but these things depends on the, you know, what you've got in place and all the rest of it already. Part of something bigger, obviously, you get exclusive access to Citation's HR and employment law expert advice line. So, that in itself is very valuable, because at the end of the day, you're running your business. You're probably not a HR or employment law expert. So having that expertise on hand, obviously, is a massive advantage. Connects you with SSIP experts, your SMAS, WorkSafe, and we can connect you as well with if health and safety is some help, if you need some help with health and safety solutions as well. So again, that's the other arms to what we do, as well as the employment law and health and safety, and to have that expertise and advice available to you as an employer is really key. So also obviously the technology as well. So you have 24/7 access to our bespoke management hub called Atlas. Some of you may be familiar with it. It's a fantastic system. Everything you need is in there to achieve and to maintain your ISO compliance. You've got as well your library of customizable templates, real-time task notification, and inbuilt reporting. So again, very, very useful tools in the business that are really important for you to have. So we can help with all of that, and a whole lot more as well. So you've got that expertise and support on hand, and I think that's the important part. Is it's not just giving you something and saying, right, off you go and you do that in your business. It's taking you through that, helping you with it, and taking your hand to get through there easily, and that's the key part. Okay, so let's take some questions then. I know there's been a few come in there. Great, Simon's put in that he's found his screen again, so that's all. I'm delighted to hear that, Simon. Okay, somebody's asked there, is there a template for the internal audit?
Okay, yeah, so as part of the Atlas platform, depending on what standard you have, but internal audit is included in all the standards. Depending on what standard you have, you get a pre-populated template library. Template library has roughly 40 templates in there, including internal audit program, management review, SWOT analysis, objectives register, environmental aspects, impacts. The list goes on and on and on. So yeah, we don't say you need to do your audits, off you go. We have those templates. We also have a really good feature in the Atlas platform called Need Help. And in the Need Help, you can actually look at pre-populated examples of internal audit report, management review, etc., etc. So not only do we give you the template, we give you a completed example, and we help you create all those processes as well. So you by the time you've had your consultancy, you're in a really good position to be able to start moving forward with conducting those internal audits. The other thing that we do sort of offer as well, if you felt that you needed training or people within your business needed some further training, we also offer bespoke internal audit training and bespoke consultancies. So if you've had your consultancy and you still feel you need a little bit more guidance, then you can have somebody like myself would then do a bespoke consultancy on the back of that, or do some organisational internal audit training as well. So we do help you from start to finish. Okay.
Brilliant. Thank you. And I think that's the key thing, isn't it? It's just getting that, so you've got the support and you've been taken through every step of the way is the very, very valuable. Another question that's come in there is, do you need to do your ISOs in a particular order?
So no, you don't. You don't need to do them in a particular order. The majority of companies will start with 9001, and 9001 obviously covers some areas within all the standards. So the 14 and the 45. So if you were to go for a singular, I would definitely go for the quality first. Once your quality management system is in place, you're probably 60-70% on your journey with regards to your environmental and your health and safety as well, because a lot of the areas like internal audit, management review, objectives are all covered in the quality. So you would then just incorporate your environmental or your health and safety into that. The 27,001 information security is a bit more complex. So that takes a lot more sort of time to implement. But the simple question is no. But I would advise going for 9,001 first and then building on that, unless you're doing an IMS, an integrated management system, where you do your 9, 14, 45, or a combination of those, all in one. Okay.
Brilliant. Thank you. What are the most common challenges during the initial implementation of an ISO, would you say?
I would probably say to start with would be terminology. So when you go into consultancy, you talk about context of the organisation, and people are like, I don't know what that means. So what you find with the consultants is they'll talk to you in layman's terms. They'll explain what context of the organisation is, like looking at internal and external factors. Your internal factors you have 100% control of. They're what happened within your business, and external factors, the government changes, legislation. You don't have any control on those, but you have to implement them. So, yeah, the complexities of the standard would probably be the one thing that we help you with to get over those. The other thing really is basically making sure that you interact with the Atlas platform on a continual basis. Again, some organisations get their certificate and then through other work, etc., don't go into the Atlas platform for a certain amount of time, and then when they do go back in, they're sort of scratching their heads a little bit. So I can't remember what to do. So, and then the other thing, just on that as well, when you have your consultancy, your consultant is available to help you should need to be between your consultancy and getting your certificate as well. So they don't just do your consultancy and then wave you goodbye. They are available on sort of email should you have any questions before you get your certification. Okay.
Brilliant. Yeah, fantastic. Somebody also just querying whether having an ISO, does it add an administrative burden on to their, because they feel like they've got a lot going on anyway.
Yeah, I mean, in section 7 it talks about resources, and we need to make sure that we have the resources available for the maintenance of the management system. So as I said at the beginning, it's easier, you get your certification, it's maintaining it. So you need to make sure that there are person or persons available to make sure that that management system is maintained. And again, the depth that organisations go to with regards to their management system is up to the individual organisations, but they obviously have to cover off the standards. So a lot of it is, it's definitely a yes, you do need to spend time on your management system, but in my opinion, the more time you spend on it, the better your results you're going to get as a business.
So you're getting a lot of advantage from that as well. Okay. Somebody saying there, as we use you as a consultation and audit firm, do we need to know who audits you for our external documentation of suppliers?
Okay, so yeah, we're audited on an annual basis, and we maintain our certification to do what we need to. From your point of view, yeah, if you want to know who audits us, etc., it's all available on our website, part of the ASCB. So yeah, they come and audit us. So yeah, and it shows that on yours. It's on the bottom, I believe, of your certification. Who audits us and make sure that we're doing what we need to do. So part of that, myself as an auditor, we get audited. A selection of us get audited on an annual basis to make sure we're adhering to the standards as well.
Brilliant. Okay. And somebody's saying here, I have recently taken over a long-standing setup. Can I get assistance to check that we are working with the latest templates and best understanding? My knowledge has been received word of mouth from an outgoing colleague.
Right, okay. So this really comes back to what we mentioned a couple of minutes ago about bespoke consultancy. So what we offer to all our customers, all our clients, is reasonable support. So in the Atlas platform, bottom left-hand corner, there's a phone number. You can phone that number and we'll offer you reasonable support. But if you want, say in this instance, Lydia, there was yourself and 3 other people needed some understanding, then you could ask for a bespoke consultancy, and somebody can either come on site or via Teams and spend a day with you, getting you up to scratch with both the Atlas platform, internal audits, management review, and give you make sure you're up to date with what you need to do going forward. Okay.
Brilliant. Okie doke. Right, I think that covers all the questions, unless there's anything else come direct to yourself.
No, that's everything covered from what I've read. Yeah.
Yeah, perfect. Great. Okay, fantastic. So thank you, guys. I hope that's been helpful. And if you've got any other questions, just pop them in. That's absolutely fine. Happy to do that. If you do want further information on any or all of the ISOs we've talked about, then feel free to click whichever ones you want, or click on them all. That's more than we're more than happy to get information out to you, no problem at all. So if you do want any, just click on the ones, as I say, that you wanted there. Would be delighted to engage with you, and I know if you have asked about the slides. So what happens now is you will be followed up after today's webinar. Keen to get some feedback, and again, if you've got questions, or you're particularly interested in a certain aspect of what we've talked about today, then just let us know. And when somebody's following you up as well, just say to them, can I get the recording, and they'll send over a copy. Once we've got it converted, we can send over a copy of the recording. So it means you get the slides and the audio, and you can go back over it as and when you want to. Because I appreciate there's a lot of information, there's a lot to think about that you might want to go back over. So just let us know what when you speak to the guys that are doing the follow-up, that you would like a copy of the recording, then we'll arrange that for you, no problem at all. Brilliant. And Lydia's saying thank you. She'll be logging into Atlas, which she recently gained access to, for a good dig around. Absolutely, go in and you'll be, amazed how much is there for you, and so useful. I'm sure you'll find that. And if you are struggling with it, then like you said, just don't hesitate to let us know, and we can help you if there's something specific you can't find, or there's something else you're looking for. Then just let us know, and we can certainly help you with accessing that, no problem at all. That's great. Okay, I can see a number of you are looking for some further information on particular ISOs, so we're more than happy to pick that up, no problem at all. Okay, so please let us know, if you want to talk through the specifics of your individual businesses, if you want to start to build that bespoke plan to future-proof the business, then by all means let us know. If there's a time and a date that you want to have a chat that works best in your diary, then please just pop that in there as well, and we'll make sure that somebody, because I know you'll probably have very busy diaries, so if you want to pop a specific time and date that works best for you, then pop that in there, and I'll make sure that somebody gives you a wee follow-up at that point as well, if that is the best way to do it. But anything at all, don't hesitate to ask away, and if there is anything else we can help about with ISO, or with anything else as well that we covered, as I say, employment law, health and safety, whatever else, then again, don't hesitate to get in touch with us for any of that at all. And thank you very much, Ricky, for taking us through all that. Lots of good information, and definitely food for thought, I'm sure, for everybody. Anything further from yourself?
No, just see Joanne's just put in there, do we get a certificate? Yes, you do, and that's put within the Atlas, that's kept within the Atlas platform. All good.
Brilliant. Thank you. Okay, great. Well, thank you very much for joining us and taking time out your day. As I say, I hope it's been worthwhile and valuable for you, giving you some thoughts and ideas. And as I say, keep an eye on getting the follow-up, and then you can get the recording that way, no problem at all. But thank you for everybody joining us, and enjoy the rest of your day and enjoy your weekend, because I keep forgetting that today is Friday. So yeah, have a good one, guys, and take care. Thanks now.
Thank you. Cheers. Bye.
Bye bye.